What up, good people, beautiful souls? I hope everybody's doing as well as they can. Life get real, ups and downs, roller coasters. I want to do this follow up to the cutting of the cords. I wanted to make one point extremely clear when you're cutting cords. You're not doing it to one up. You're not doing it to shun anybody else. And the most important part of cutting that cord is things that have to do with you and which you deal with every day internally that you want to leave your life. So even if there's like a bad situation, relationship, of course you want that to go, but you have to realize you're tied to that relationship energetically because a part of you attracted that. You know what I'm saying? A part of you and a part of them got together on the same frequency, and that might be what fucked it up or what causes the turmoil. So when you cut your cord, so to speak, be honest with yourself first and foremost. If there's something that you want to eliminate from your life that you know holds you back. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything, anything. It could be a place that you go, people that you mess with. It could be alcohol, drugs, anything of that nature that you do to yourself or you allow to happen within yourself. So when you cut the cord, you make sure that you're honest enough to put that down on the cord and burn it. Take the ashes, throw it out in the ground, and let the universe work its magic. You know what I mean? A lot of this is just allowing for what you've already scripted before you came here to happen. So there's a degree of faith and patience that must take place, especially when you put those kind of elements on the cord. You have to give yourself the time to let it filter out. Some people, very few people I've seen go cold turkey, depending on what it is. Some people it's very easy for one thing, but the other thing is just hard. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to let that go. You know what I'm saying? So after, during and after your ceremony, as it's burning, put your prayers on it. And what I did was I sent a lot of unconditional love and forgiveness. And, you know, you wish for others regardless what you would wish for yourself. You know what I mean? That inner peace that you found, if you found it, that forgiveness, the kindness, that their blockages, their hang-ups, or whatever it is that might be affecting them right now, whether you know it or not. But I say you probably do because if you're connected through this cord, it's funny because the last couple of weeks I've been waking up in the middle of the night or I just go to sleep and for no reason like a tear would fall out of my eye and I'm not feeling any type of way. I'm just laying down. I might be watching a video or something and just a random tear will fall down my eye. So this tells me that somebody somewhere must be going through it. You know what I mean? And yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Is that real as far as what you think is real? You know what I mean? You think you're separate because you're in this body over here, they 20 miles away in their body over there, whatever, whatever. But this is an illusion. It's all one. You know what I'm saying? Just think of it as water, a drop out of the ocean. We all drops out of that ocean. But what do they say? The ocean's within every drop, so you're connected with everything and everybody. Now, cutting the cord is just cutting those ties that bring your vibration down, that you might be feeling guilty, you might actually get physically sick fucking with somebody else's shit just because you're energetically intertwined. You don't even know it half the time. And that's the thing about learning about yourself that's very important, because it allows you to see other people in the same light. If you can look at yourself honestly, you know what I'm saying, and be uh patient with the process, your process, and then you realize that other people have their time and their process. So it eliminates all the judgment, all the fears, all the doubts. It starts to clear out. I'm feeling it now. I did the ritual. I went out to my tree. You know what I'm saying? I got a homie out there who talks to me. You know what I mean? It was just perfectly set up for us to meet like that, me and this tree. It sounds funny, right? It sounds weird, but this tree has a perfect little knot at the bottom for offerings, and I've been going by there every day and just listening and offering and things of that nature because it's healing to me. You know what I'm saying? Nature has always been healing, and that's the other aspect of it is after you cut the cord, get that celebration or get that healing. Do whatever makes you feel. You know what I'm saying? Feel, truly feel deep, because there's a lot of stuff under there sometimes that we have covered up and that we hide. And when it starts to bubble up to the surface, as it does in retrograde energy, depending on where it is in your chart and what planet is involved and how their relationship with another planet is involved, is specifically designed for you at that time. So allow that stuff to come to the surface and deal with it, as take spoonfuls if you're not really acclimated with that spiritual muscle, until you get real strong. You could take, like, them big Scooby-Doo sandwiches and just crunch them together, you know what I'm saying? Tie it in a knot and just eat that shit. Just eat it. Just eat it, you know what I'm saying? And you'll start to feel it when you start to eat it, like, I was on some bullshit. Who is this? You know what I mean? And you'll look at yourself and, put it out to your future self. Like I tell my future self all the time, when you look back or where I am right now, you gonna laugh your motherfucking ass off at the shit you was going through. And you didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that when you do these rituals, you have the best intent, not just for yourself, but for the people involved. You know what I mean? Don't curse nobody. Don't doubt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because they've played a part in your growth, and you have to appreciate that with all the gratitude in your heart. Because otherwise, if you've never met them, you would have never seen that part of yourself. You would have been stagnant as hell, and you would still be miserable. You know what I'm saying? Despite what misery or discomfort you went through with a situation, a person, place, or thing. You know what I'm saying? So this is the follow up for cutting the cord ritual. I'll make sure the videos are close together so that, you know what I'm saying, you want to go looking for them. But there's always a before, there's an after. But the in between is a very private moment. It's something I would never put on camera, because I want my energy and intent in that moment to be sacred. And sacredness, you keep that close to you in the what do they say, the bony cage. You know what I'm saying? You keep it close to your heart, and you let the universe take care of the rest. You know what I mean? You have to allow for that. And when I think about it, I was thinking about it a little while ago, but I was painting. The universe, the God, the whatever you want to call it, it's gonna come to you how you picture it. That's fine. It's all the same thing. I think of a parent that just laughs, not maliciously, but in just a bit of a giggle at what we put ourselves through. Because, like any good parent, if you're a parent, even if you haven't had a childhood or whatever, you know what it is to be a good parent, because you've seen it somewhere or you've experienced it somewhere. You know what it's like to see somebody grow and go through those steps. You know what I mean? Like when a baby starts to walk and they start wobbling and shit, you just be cracking up because you've been through that. So when I think of this supreme unconditional love power that's out there uh, conducting the orchestra, that's the best way I can put it. This perfect symphony, you know what I'm saying? In the school or prison, whatever you want to call it. It's probably a little bit of both. You're here to learn, uh, and you can't leave till you do it right. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna go to summer school until you get it right and get your diploma. So for some people, it is a prison to hell because they don't want to learn it. But that's all right, man. Everybody got their time. You know what I mean? But you got to focus on you and your time, and send that energy out and be the example to other people. Because I can sit here and tell you all day like I am in this video, but I've done the work, you know what I'm saying? And there's still a shitload left. There's a stack over there, there's a stack over there that I gotta tackle. There's a pile over there, and there's a book under the bed kind of thing, and it just never stops. And I'm appreciative that I continue to grow, even though it be roller coastery sometimes, you know what I mean? Even though some people get under your skin and shit like that, but you just have that grace to let it glide off your shoulder, take a second to breathe, recalibrate yourself, and see the bigger picture. Stop taking this shit so personal. All right? Peace, y'all.